ForeFlight's new feature,
Romeo, turn right direct
dynamic procedures. We are about to fly an RNAV into Dallas Love Field in this PA-18 Super Cub. Been going all around Dallas to get up here.
Hopefully they don't laugh at us too much when we call up and tell them we're a Super Cub trying to land there.
I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that IFR. I do have your request.
0 Charlie, runway 13 right, cleared for takeoff.
Dude, that was straight out of a movie, bro. So today, Ryan and I are here in Dallas, been on this trip ferrying a champ and a cub across to Oshkosh, and we are going to be testing out ForeFlight's new feature, dynamic procedures.
Making IFR flying for single pilot easier. I think it's encased in the Bravo with DFW, so they're not going to be too happy about us being 40 miles per hour on final.
We're gonna make it happen and show you guys how this feature helps pilots make safer, better decisions. So, headed to the airport right now. Stick along. Okay. Perfect. Ryan's getting off the phone with one of his chief pilots. He's an airline pilot for an airline you'll probably figure out soon. We just got approval by their maintenance team to come pull up to the maintenance hangar and take a picture of the Cub next to the plane he flies, the 737. Charlie the Champ, the plane we're ferrying, Carly's plane, is back in the hangar. Ryan's plane is outside, so let's get the day started.
They said shouldn't be a problem.
Awesome.
Yeah, hopefully there's something out there. I'm sure there are.
It's got to be something.
Yeah. Hey, what kind of airplane you said you're in a Cub?
Super Cub, yeah.
Super Cub, yeah. That's still. Did you come from California to Oshkosh?
Yeah, it's I'm going out there early. I've been escorting a champ, carrying all their stuff. So I've been doing pretty good on fuel. But
great. Well,
yeah, so
that's a good long trip. Will you guys be safe, and let me know if you hear anything else.
we'll do. Awesome. Thank you for your help.
Okay, Ryan, you're welcome.
All right,
Good
bye.
day.
This is Ryan's PA-18 Super Cub. He flew this for 800 hours towing banners in New York and California, Long Beach area. And then he got hired on at the airline, which we're gonna go take a picture of right now. And then he bought it back from the banner company. Now it's his, and he flies it for cancer awareness. So we'll talk a little bit about that too.
Good problem.
Full stop,
Alright, so we're taxiing out to the runway here at Hicks. Once we get out there, get a look at the winds, get our run up out of the way, get our before takeoff checklist done. Perfect. Alright, there we go. Alright, cigar, now we got tips, trim. Set for takeoff. Interior. We'll close up these doors. Alright, let's go ahead and load up our route here, heading over to Dallas Love out of Hicks. KDAL. The better Dallas airport in the Dallas area.
Why's that?
They got better airlines going out of left field. Alright, so we're going to try out ForeFlight's new dynamic procedures. So we're going to do an approach into Dallas Love. So let's see, let's pull up the RNAV Zulu 13 right. On the left side we can see the transitions. We're going to go ahead and pick Lippy. And then we can see it gives us our, your normal chart view on the right here, which is nice to pull up. You would brief the right side as you would the other approach, but on the left side here, pretty nice. It's giving you all the really important information you need to fly the approach. So category aircraft, you can select what category you are. Today would be I don't know, if there was a category 0 for going less than 50 knots, that would probably be us, but we'll go with category A, less than 91. We'll do the LPV approach, got the lowest minimums. Really, really clear day here in Dallas, so we're gonna need to get down as low as we can. But you can see all the different approaches you can choose from here and the weather minimums you need. We're gonna add that to our route. And then over here, so this is going to be the new dynamic procedures sidebar. So you click on this is what's going to pull up. So while you're flying, just gives you a little bit more information. You got all your frequencies that you would need, notes regarding the approach, the route, and then the minimum altitudes associated with the points. You got your minimum altitude listed there. So really a lot of information. What I like is I can actually hide the chart, which just gives me all the dynamic procedure information, which makes it really clean. Just like if you're flying any other route that you normally would, you can see only all the important information, so just way better for situational awareness. So I choose to go ahead and hide that and just use the dynamic procedures, which just makes it a lot easier to visualize. So wait for this guy to land here, and then it'll be a Cessna depart, and then we'll be out of here. And we'll pick up a pop-up IFR clearance into Love.
Perfect. All right.
Hicks traffic, white and gold, Super Cub, departing runway 14, BA, right downwind departure. Hicks.
Looking good.
Clear final. You ready?
All right, let's see it.
Here we go.
Absolutely ripping this off the ground. That's awesome.
It's my first Oshkosh in 2022. I saw him landing over in the little grass ultralight field. It's been my goal to go play around over there, so now we finally have the airplane to do it. So we'll be camping out in the Stoll Arena, the Stoll Corral.
That's awesome. If you're at Oshkosh, go say hi to him. Warriors with Wings will be there. All right, when do you got to get this pop-up? When we get to this inner ring here?
We got to get a little more altitude, maybe. Let's see, we're underneath the Bravo shelf here, so we got to make sure we stay at or below 4,000. So we'll climb up to 3,500, and we'll go ahead and call up approach, and hopefully they don't laugh at us. Approach Super Cub 8180 Charlie, just departed Hicks Field, Tango 67, 2,000, climbing 3,500. Request a pop-up IFR approach to Dallas Love Field. We are Papa Alpha 18.
I'm not sure if I'm able to do that IFR, but I do have your request, and stand by for your code.
Take their try.
All right. While we're waiting to see if Ryan can get this pop-up IFR clearance, let's talk about a few of the revolutionary features in dynamic procedures. To start, let's talk about the cornerstone feature of dynamic procedures, the sidebar. Now, something to note is dynamic procedures builds upon the foundation of augmented procedures. So many of the improvements are enhancements of familiar features you've seen before. The sidebar contains all the critical briefing items from the briefing strip on an FAA or Jepson chart. The key emphasis here is it's organized how a pilot would brief the approach, so no more jumping around to find information. So what makes this feature revolutionary for single pilot IFR? For starters, Profile View will now show you the side profile of your approach, where you can see the path, altitude, terrain, and that dotted glide slope to help you intercept from way out and stay on a smooth descent all the way in. It superimposes the approach plate on the moving map and eliminates the need for switching between windows. Here's a video of Ryan doing the RNAV approach into runway 4 here at my home airport in Racine, Wisconsin. As you can see, he's utilizing many of the new features from ForeFlight's latest innovation. One savvy update we haven't mentioned is his use of the minimum safe altitudes MSA ring, which you can see surrounding the airport. The MSA ring gives you a minimum of 1,000 feet obstacle clearance within a 25-mile radius of the nav facility waypoint or airport reference point. Since Racine's not a great example of this feature, Here's what JFK's MSA ring looks like. This gives the pilot a visual depiction of terrain and obstacle avoidance altitudes in an airport terminal environment, adding another layer of safety. And last but not least, for what we're going to cover in this video, let's quickly talk about how Dynamic Procedures expands on ForeFlight's existing procedure advisor. In specific, how it allows pilots to visualize SIDs, stars, and instrument approaches. Now, pilots can view critical procedural data directly within the map layer, overlaid with live weather, traffic, terrain, and obstacles. This feature also adds a new dimension of approach visualization, including 3D runway environment to support orientation and safety when it matters most. All right, let's see if we got this clearance.
And 80 Charlie, if you want to do this IFR, I'm going to have to take you around the north end of Denton and then go east, and I can pass along your request.
So some of you guys might be asking, does Dynamic Procedures require a subscription to Jeppesen charts? No, Dynamic Procedures is powered by Jeppesen data. Don't need a subscription.
80 Charlie, have a good day. The next controller has your request for the RNAV Zulu to 13 right, and contact them 124.3.
24-3, thanks for your help, 80 Charlie.
Problem, see ya.
Approach Super Cub, 8180 Charlie, 4000.
For 8180 Charlie Lone Star approach, I have your request for the RNAV Zulu to 13 right.
80 Charlie, thanks. Alright, so let's go ahead and brief the approach now. Use the fancy little function they have here on the top right.
Body 13, contact forward center 124.75.
We got the RNAV Zulu 13 right into Dallas Love Field. The final approach course is going to be 133, airport elevation is 487, and the touchdown zone elevation is going to be 479. We've got the weather there. The Dynamic Procedures, you can see the inlay there showing right over the top of the chart, our altitudes that we have to cross over.
8.1,
I'm going to check out
18-1, great day, test
what Dynamic Procedures shows us. So we got our frequencies right there. Notes. The only thing that's really going to apply to us
Golf Lone Star approach, TSW September 3003, what's your destination?
003 destination is Roswell.
This is what it's going to look like basically when we're breaking out at minimum is the approach lights and short final there. That's kind of nice to be able to see, something to expect if you haven't been into the field before. And then there you go at the bottom there, it's got the missed approach. We're all briefed up, ready to go.
We'll go, 716 Romeo.
Finally getting turned on to the approach here.
November 80 Charlie, you're 3 miles from Laura, fly heading 160, maintain 3000 until established on the final approach course, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 13 right approach.
Alright, 160, clear with RNAV Zulu, 13 right, and 3000 until established, 80 Charlie. Here it comes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and
November 80 Charlie, you can descend to 2000 now until established.
2000 until established, 80 Charlie. There we go, that's going to help.
You can see it coming in on the bottom one there, right?
Yep. We're within half deflection, so we're established on the course.
November 80 Charlie, contact left tower 123.7, have a good day.
Over to love, 80 Charlie. Tower, Super Cub 8180 Charlie's inbound, RNAV 13 right.
Number 8180 Charlie, tower runway 13 right, continue, traffic's in position.
Continue, 80 Charlie.
Number 21 Juliet, contact Lone Star departure.
1221 Juliet.
Alright, glide slope's coming back in. Alright, we're within half dot of the glide
November 80
slope.
Charlie, runway 13 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 13 right, 80 Charlie. And minimum is going
16 left
outside,
tower,
there's the
runway 13
runway
left, continue, traffic's
landing.
in position.
Continue 13 left, Southwest 816.
Southwest 2889, left tower, runway 13 right, line up and wait.
13 right, line up and wait, Southwest 2889.
Number 80 Charlie, safe parking.
Head to the southwest hangar, 80 Charlie.
80 Charlie, for the southwest maintenance hangar, turn right there at Tango 5. Taxi via Tango, monitor ground point 75.
Right, Tango 5, Tango, monitor ground, 80 Charlie.
Made it into Love Field. We're at a maintenance hangar of the airline he flies for. We're not going to say it, but you probably will be able to figure it out.
Absolutely.
But
do it.
We are grabbing a quick shot of the Cub with their 737 MAX, and then headed out of here. First thoughts doing the approach with dynamic procedures. What do you think as PIC?
I think it was way simpler than any other like approach I've had to do with, you know, just normal charts and stuff. I think the dynamic procedures definitely did what it set out to do. Increase my situational awareness, gave me the important things I needed to know without overcomplicating things. And for me, it was just like flying any other route. When you're IFR, it puts your attention in the places that matter to fly the airplane safely, number one, and then have all that information to back you up to fly the approach well and execute it accurately.
Absolutely. So we're excited for all of you guys to be able to check out this new feature with ForeFlight, and thanks for following along on the journey of flying a Super Cub into Dallas love. When was the last time one of these has been in here?
Oh man, I can't imagine. They've seen many.
No way. All right. We will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.